First things in life, you let the sleeping dog lie. Okay. All right. So today is going to be very, very straightforward. I just want to run you guys through the process of creating a high converting landing page. Right. This is 2024, and if you're running an info product service or you have a coaching program that you want to sell, you want to build a community, because communities are now, everything is getting replaced by AI. But one thing that is really, really difficult to be replaced by AI is communities. So a lot of people are taking advantage of it. So if you're in 2024, you should be building a community and you should be thinking about starting an info product. So yeah, so first things first, the benefits of a high converting landing page for your info product is that it can help you build a dedicated audience. It can help you build a dedicated audience, and it can help you scale your revenue, and it can help you sell more courses. So this is like extremely important in today's world. Every single person, a lot of gurus are selling courses and whatnot. But if you have a high converting landing page that stands out, you're going to have a lot more leverage. So first things, we're going to talk about the software that I use for landing pages. So I and my team, we have a couple softwares that we use. So we use Go High Level, which is a CRM. We use ClickFunnels, which is also a CRM, and we use Webflow, which is like a drag and drop builder. But Webflow is like the one we use the most. We use Webflow, and also we build a lot of stuff from scratch. We build most of our landing pages from scratch in HTML, CSS, or Next.js, which is a server-side rendering application. So that's the main stack that we make use of: Webflow, ClickFunnels, High Level, and code from scratch. So that's what you need. You can choose one or the other. You can choose Webflow. Webflow is really, really good if you're just getting into the space. So Webflow is really, really nice. Then the next thing you're going to need someone. You're going to need Figma. You can sign up for figma.com. It's a free tool that you can use to build out your interface, your landing page interface, how you want it to look like, the structure, the flow of the landing page. You can use it to build it out if you have the skill. However, if you do not have the skill, you need to now hire a user interface designer. Now, the user interface designer is the person who is going to work with Figma or Adobe XD or any of these tools and deliver the interface of the project to you, so that you don't have to pay the cost of designing your landing page back and forth and trying to find what landing page design is good. You don't really need to worry about that when you're working with a designer. So the designer is going to get that delivered to you. Then the next thing you need is a copy. You need a copywriter to write the copy for your page. Now, design is very important for a landing page, but there's something more important than it, and it's the copy of your page. Good design elevates great copy, and it's not the other way around. You can have good copy but a shitty design, and you're still going to make sales. But if you have bad copy and you have a good design or great design, you're not really going to make sales, because there are some psychological triggers that your copy has that your design is never going to have. So you need to make sure you take into account what your copywriter is doing or how you're writing your copy. It's extremely important that you're writing professional copy that is going to get people register to your community or coaching program, or sign up if you're doing direct response or anything like that. Now, like I said, great copy is elevated by great design, and we're going to go through the steps, the sequencing of a landing page. Now, first things, you have your header. And your header is basically the first thing the user sees when they land on your page. It's everything, including the hook, the CTAs, the VSL if you have one, the subheading, social proof. These are all things that are going to add up to make a great header. So first things, I always say this in my videos and on X. If you follow me on X, if you don't follow me on X, go and follow me right now at BRILLAAS. That's my handle on X. So you need to have a hook that brings the user onto the page. You need to have a hook that draws the user into wanting to read the rest of the content of your page. This is extremely important. If you have a bad hook, you're going to have a lot of people bouncing off your page, and when they bounce off your page, they are now going on to your competitor's page, because then they're going to be bombarded with similar content or similar ads, and that's not what you want. You don't want to be running ads or posting content for your competitors, right? So you want to have a great hook that either elicits a positive emotion or negative emotion from your reader. You need to have one or the other, right? Or both if you can do. So that's for the hook. You need to have this is extremely important. In advertising, once you write a hook, you've basically spent 80 cents of your advertising dollar. So you can see how important it is for you to write a great hook. That should be where you spend most of your time writing. That should be where you spend most of the time writing the copy for your landing page. Now, you need a subheading that expands on that hook. Right under the hook, you're going to write a subheading that is going to expand on what that hook already said. Now, this is to further explain what the user is going to get, or kind of break down what the hook means in a simpler format, or just properly explain like what the header, what the hook is really about. So that's important for a landing page that's going to convert. And this is how we structure the landing pages. We have an 8-figure landing page template that I'm going to put in the comments or leave in the links in the description. We have an 8-figure landing page template. You can click the link and basically get that template. So that's it for the hook and the subheading. Next thing you want to have a VSL or social proof, or you want to have these two things. You can have one or the other, but if you can have both, that's fine. We recently worked on a dropshipping coaching program, and we had a hook, the VSL, the subheading, and then we had the CTA. And then we had the social proof. So social proof is also important on your header, because people don't want to be the first to try something. They want it to be that somebody has already tried this thing that they're about trying, and it's going to give them more trust. Because let's say they don't know you, if you don't have a personal brand, social proof is going to show them that people like them are also using this particular stuff. So you need to take into consideration the social proof that you're putting on there. You can use 5-star ratings. You can use the number of students you've taught in your coaching program, whatever it is, dropshipping, agency, anything like that. Then you're also going to have a VSL as well if you have one. If you don't have one, it's totally fine. But a VSL is also good because it's going to help you. It's going to be more human, because then they can see the person who's offering this particular coaching program or course, and it's going to make them relate more to the person. Because people work with people they like. So that's one of the advantages of a VSL. Another advantage of a VSL is that VSL is going to help you crush the objections that your ideal buyer might have. You want to have a VSL that answers the questions that your prospect might have, or someone who wants to join your community. Like, what do I get from this? Do I get daily live coaching calls? Do I get consultations? Like, people want to know all that information. They want to know what they're paying for. So you want to crush all the objections that they might have upon visiting the page and interacting with the header, right? So now, after that, you want to have a section that explains the system and how you plan to help them achieve their goals. The reason why they've landed on that particular landing page. You want to break down the system, what's included in this particular coaching program, what's included, and then you have a CTA. Now, in this, the system, the process is basically to help them understand the step-by-step process on how they are going to achieve their goals. So you can also say it as, you can also structure it as how it works, and then you have step-by-steps. For example, in the coaching program, that landing page that we built, we had a how it works section, and then you have the AI is going to build your store in 10 minutes, step by step until the 7th one, and you can have your store anywhere. You can have a store anywhere in the world. So yeah, that breaks it down very, very well, and then you have a CTA, right? Then the next section you want to move on to the benefits section. You want to give them all the benefits of joining your program, whether that be scaling to $10,000 a month or $100,000 a month. You want to give them all those benefits. And you're not supposed to be selling your features. What you're selling is the benefits of your info product, which is your course, or your program, You want to be telling them the benefits. It's in networking opportunities. A lot of people want to meet new people and people that are going to help them grow. You need to share all these benefits and make sure that they have a positive feeling about joining this and that they're seeing some good reasons why they should join this program, right? And then you ideally want to have a CTA, because once they've read these benefits and they see that, okay, this aligns with me and my goals and what I need to do, now I can move on to the next step, which is basically signing up to the course. If there's a free trial, then they can opt into that. If it's paid off the rip, then they can pay also. So yeah, that's going to do good things for your conversion. And the next section you want to have is you want to have a story section. Now this is optional. You don't necessarily need to do this. Most times a lot of people who run ads like direct response do this, to make it more relatable, make the story more relatable, make the page more humanized, if that makes sense. So you want to have the story section where you basically tell the story of how you use the same program or something that is similar to this, how you achieved their dream outcome from using this program or by using something similar to the program. That's what you ideally want to have in the story section. You can also have a company story, how your company started, the reason why your company is offering this particular coaching program or this course. That's going to help improve your trust, because someone who doesn't know you needs to see all this information in order for you to have trust, in order for them to have trust with you, right? That's what you're trying to gain. You're trying to gain trust from your page, so that even if they don't sign up, the next time they see you, they already have some pre-built trust, and you can now leverage that to make them sign up. And after that, you want to have an FAQ. This is very, 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 very important. Do not miss an FAQ on your page. A lot of people have questions when they land on your page, so you need to make sure that those questions are answered, even if it's not all. But make sure you have assessed your ideal customer, done your research, and make sure you found the questions that they're asking and answer them in your FAQ. Make them very, very clear, very straight to the point, so that they know exactly what they're getting into. This is going to help if they have to jump on a sales call afterwards. This is going to help, if they had 10 questions, your FAQ might have answered 5 already, and then you have to handle 5 instead of handling 10 and maybe messing 1 or 2 up. And then that's basically going to, fuck up the entire process of getting them into the coaching program. So that's it for the FAQ. And then you can also have a CTA, because now they understand why and how this is structured this particular way and what exactly they're getting themselves into. So a lot of people make the mistake of not giving out enough information so that these people know what they're taking action on. But that's actually the wrong way to do it. You need to make sure that these people, it's clear. And also for your reputation, you don't want to promise $10,000 and deliver someone $100. The person is going to be disappointed, and it's going to affect your brand negatively. So you do not want that. And ideally, after the FAQ, you have another CTA. So you need to make sure you have a CTA in every section, because every section has what it serves, has the purpose it serves. So you want to have a CTA ideally on every section. That's what you need for an 8-figure landing page. I just give you the source. I'm not supposed to be giving this amount of source away online. I might be deleting this video soon, who knows, but take this information. I know a lot of people don't take action, but I'm sure you're not like people who don't take action. We are already past Quitters Day. Quitters Day was last Friday, I think. So you're watching this video because you're one of the people who take action, and I want to see how you implement these changes. If you implement these changes, you can email me at brilliance@brilliant.com, and I'll be sure to respond to you. I'll respond to you. I want to help every single person out. If you're having problems with your landing page, just message me on Twitter anywhere, and I'm going to respond to you as fast as I can. So thank you for watching the video. I'll see you in the next one.